So how long have you been here? So the reopening, how long ago was that?
2019. 2019 is when we reopened. I think October the 5th was our first official day of opening.
And then March 2020,
March 2020.
pandemic.
Crazy. I went Ghana and I came back. It's like boom. Yeah, it was crazy. So how will I'll be honest with you. Personally, I was quite happy because in opening because bro, like before I was just an associate. Where associate basically means, who those don't know, I was just a dentist that didn't own a practice. So you do your work, you go home. But then you got to worry about all these other things. It was quite tiring for me because what people don't know is this, and I'll say this now. I was working 2 other practices as well as doing this. And I wasn't getting paid from this.
So how many days were you working here, and then how many days were?
So I was working here Wednesday 6 to 9. I was then working
6 a.m.
6 p.m.
6 p.m. Okay.
So I was working at a practice in Tooting. So I was doing my 9 to 5 there, eat my sandwich on the car on the way here, and start 6 to 9 p.m. That was Wednesday. I was working Saturdays. That was working, I think, a Thursday. Thursday morning. Yeah, working Thursday morning, and then I would then leave to go to my tutoring practice. Then I was also working in a private practice in Wimbledon. So I was working, I think, Thursdays and every other Saturday, something like, or Fridays and every other Saturday. So when I wasn't there, I was here. Which was very tiring for me, bro. First, it was hard to get staff to work these kind of like weird hours. Number one, and number two, it was quite hard because, especially working in NHS practice, and then you come here, you have to work with a different mindset here, and it was just. And if I run late, and my practice down the road, it impacts, and then you're thinking about the nurse wanting to go home and. 9 o'clock is late, and then bro, and then I was eating bad, I'm still trying to shake some of the weight off me. I was eating bad, so you order food, and then you're doing stuff after 10, 11, you're here. But what was hard, bro, was that as we was promoting, we was getting busier here, which was good. So I had to open up more days here. But which means I had to reduce my days of my paid work. So even though I was getting busier here, I was living on less and less money. That was a big struggle for me.
Okay, so my question is, 2 questions actually. So when you weren't here, was somebody here at reception, or was it?
Yes, yeah. There's always a reception.
So it was somebody for reception?
Yeah, always a reception.
And if you were to do it again, would you be a full-time like dentist in a squat practice, or would you still do it the same way where you'd have 1 or 2 days somewhere else and then
exactly the same? But what you do is let's say if a patient wants to book Wednesday 2 p.m. and obviously other practice because Dr. Dapaah is busy at the moment, so maybe we can put you in maybe 6 o'clock. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. But I wouldn't really do anything different because you still gotta live and still do what you need to do. But going back to the COVID thing though, COVID was a blessing for me because number one, we had insurance, so we had some insurance. So I have to give it. Listen, the big boss is Dr. Jamal Johnston. Trust me. I'm just the face of the business. He's the one that works, that crunches the numbers behind the scenes because, bro, we was able to. Because COVID was able to claim an insurance, so we got quite a lot of money in insurance, which helped. On the NHS, that time I was an NHS dentist at my other practice, so we were still getting some remuneration, so I was alright. But what was the game changer, bro, that's when I just put a post saying that I'm offering free consults, people in pain. People have any issues, I'm happy to talk. people started messaging me. People started sharing, saying, "Oh, Kevin's, no thanks, Kev." Blah 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 blah. People started messaging me. I started booking Zooms. Then people who were really in bad way, I would then meet. Even in the COVID, I would meet them here and just give them the antibiotics, and then they would take the cash. Do you get what I'm saying? So I was doing stuff like that, and brother, that really worked in our favor, big time. That's a big time, because by the time we reopened, I had probably about 150 people's contacts who wanted to do things like Invisalign, because I think probably you experienced it as well. Obviously, you obviously experienced it. So people doing Zooms, people look at their teeth, they weren't really happy, and people were saving money off travel but still working. People had money, you know. So people start to say, okay, they want to invest in themselves, and then then the Invisalign boom happened. Because bro, I'll be honest with you, before this, I mean really candid, before we opened this practice, I'd done only no more than 5 Invisalign cases. No more than 5, and that's over a period of 3 years, 2 years, whatever. And it's so funny, people don't really know this, but my first case was my brother, right? And I was so rubbish at it, yeah, that instead of taking, he went home with the attachment template in his
Yes.
So basically, those who do Invisalign, you understand. So when we put the attachments on those buttons on, we use like a template. It's not the real thing. We put it on, we put a composite on, and we put it on, and then we set it, and then we take it off, and then we give you the number 1, line number 2. He went home. Because imagine, yeah, I was making the spaces between his teeth, and before, I was just using the strips for ages. I wasn't using like the handpieces or anything. So I was thinking, 0.3 millimeters. I'm like there for thinking, and to the point my nurse went home and all. I said no, it's fine. So after making the spaces, yeah, sweating. Then when I went to the attachment, I said, flipping it, wow, what's all this kind of thing? So yeah, and then bro, listen, and then when we came back, Invisalign and bam, 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 bam. So COVID was a blessing in disguise for us. So
the people's dentist, tell me about that. What does that mean? What's that all about?
People, I think, for me, and I think it's true, and one of my mentors, Dr. Mide Ojo, he said the same thing. One of my biggest assets is not necessarily my clinical skills, which I think my clinical skills are not bad, yeah? But it's my ability to connect with people. I'm generally a very friendly person. I have a lot of friends, or I know people. I'm a type of person that if you need something, if I don't know the person, I know someone to get it done. I'm that type of person, yeah. So I'm generally, even for before dentistry, I generally can connect and have good relationships with the people. And even going to uni, where I went to uni, I managed to, being in Plymouth and Devon for 4 years or so and spending a year in Scotland, I managed to connect with all different types of people. So that's why I call myself the people's dentist, because you're for the people, and people feel really relaxed. I mean, my consults, for example, are 45 minutes to an hour long. And the first 10-15 minutes, I'm not really talking about teeth, I'm just connecting with the person. Do you know what I mean? And somehow, somewhere, no matter who it is, I find some sort of common ground with the patient. And why this goes a long way for me is because, as you know, as a dentist yourself, like, things don't always go according to plan. But because the patient has a relationship with you, they would, you'll be able to somehow solve the matter or solve the issue. So I'll give you an example. I had an issue yesterday. So I was on a course yesterday, and a lady's work is supposed to come back, and her son is a massive YouTuber, and lady's a very particular lady that wants things done a certain way, which is understandable. And we tried to explain to her that the thing wasn't gonna. She was supposed to come see me today. We tried to explain to her that thing wasn't ready. There's a bit of mess up here and there. If I had to get someone else to make it, whatever. She was like, you know, the girls tried to speak to him. I was away. She's like, I want to speak to Kevin. I want to speak to Kevin. I want to speak to Kevin. And I then, 7:30, 8 o'clock, I called her after my course and just said, look, I'm sorry, this situation, this is what's happened, but we're solving it. I just need you to come on Monday. Why was a critical issue? Because she's traveling on Wednesday. She's going away for 3 months. So it was very critical for her to have it done. And the fact that I called her and able to say, look, this is the situation, but by the end of the conversation, we were both laughing. Do you know what I mean? She said a joke, I said a joke, and we started laughing. And that's what it's about. It's more than just
the teeth.
The teeth. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. Like, even down to in my former life, you know, I wasn't always a good guy.
We'll leave it at that.
But you know, when we were kids, you know, you're mischievous. You know, you have a few problems here and there, school fights here and there, and there was people. If we use the term on road, yeah, there's people that had problems with. They're now my patients. They're now my patients. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And is that because of anything you've done or what they've seen from you?
A, they've seen the work I've done.
Yeah.
B, we know some of the same people. C, they want to support. And D, they're just like, you know what, I've seen them around, I've connected them, we were kids then, it's been cool. And then one day I was in the gym, so Kev, this happened. I said, yeah, bro, come and see me. We're good friends now. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Comes with his kids, it's madness. Do you understand? So it goes beyond the teeth, man.
Yeah.
And sometimes I messaged him, I mean, he was in pain one time, and I messaged him, I said, oh, bro, in the morning, I said, oh, how's the tooth? Oh, bro, Kev is fine. And I didn't get reception to him, I messaged myself. You understand?
You're going above and beyond.
You're going above and beyond, bro, and it gets, it comes back to you. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I mean about being a business.
So when I think of a dentist, I think of someone who's old, they're boring, they're scary. I don't think of you. So what makes you become a dentist and be how you are? You're fun, you're connecting with people, you're doing, you're having a practice that does skin, you know, thinking about grills, athletes, we see you at the boxing matches, like, yeah, why are you not the boring old dentist?
So one of the key things, when we first started the practice, two things I said to my partner, especially if we're doing private dentistry, I said, number one, we're gonna have a glass front. Bro, I will send you what the practice should look like before. I'll send you can put it in here. It was bricked up. And it said dental surgery. You're gonna come and do proper surgery, bro. It was bricked up, but that's how it was back then. So I said, no, we need to glass frontage, no matter how much it costs. My partner was saying, oh, to be half. I said, no, full glass, trust me. And then so that's one thing. And second thing is that I said here is that.
And where's that even coming from? You just saying it's got to be like where's that coming from?
There's another practice where I saw it be done. It was beautiful. Yeah, another practice where I saw it, I was like, wow. And I said, no, we need to do something like that. And another thing was having a TV on the ceiling. Okay. Because when I used to work in Wimbledon, they used to have Sky. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy, man. You know what I mean? And the reason I'm mentioning all of these things because we have a history of being scary to the general public. Because I always say this: when you go to your GP, most times they have a conversation with you. They may assess you and examine you, but they're hardly causing you pain, and B, you don't pay for it. Us, we're known to cause you pain, and we charge you on top. So automatically we're an enemy, number one. Bro, imagine I was coming from Birmingham this morning, right? And I was going down the escalator, and they had this, they advertised the West End. There was one play called Demon Dentist. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? It's crazy, bro. The Demon Dentist. So what I'm trying to say, there's a stereotype of knee in the chest, taking teeth out, causing pain, blah, blah, blah. And you've got to try and break those barriers down. Part of the TV, the screenage, what you do online are all parts of showing your personality so people can see your personality shine through. And being like, you know what, all in all, this guy's a nice guy. You get what I'm saying? That's one thing. Another thing is life experience. I feel that there's two sides to it. There's the clinical aspect that underpin everything that you do. You've got to be serious. You've got to know what you're doing. Especially if you're doing stuff at this level. You need to know what the heck you're doing. Otherwise, you get found out. Especially if people are paying good money to come and see you to know what the heck you're doing. So that's one thing. So you need to understand the clinical aspect, the serious that underpins. And also, if you don't know the answer, I surround myself with consultants and specialists. So I have an endodontist that I talk to, a gum specialist, a restorative consultant. Shout out Richard Porter. Listen, if I have a massive case, I'll say to the patient, look, I might need a second opinion. I'll jump on the FaceTime with Richard Porter, a restorative consultant, clinical lead at St. George's. We go through the case. And I'll tell the patient, look, I spoke to my consultant, we've come and we put heads together and this is what I think the plan would be. If anything isn't right for me, I know who to send you to. Do you know what I mean? So the clinical thing, number one. And number two, life experience. You can't teach these things, bro. You can't, like, being going through all walks of life, going through parts of life and meeting people in all walks of life allows you to connect with people.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And so, for example, by the grace of God, I had the Chief Justice of Ghana. He comes to see me.
Nice.
Do you know what I mean? He's the top judge in the country. Comes to see me. And then you have someone who comes in emergency, probably comes on the NHS for free, but as an emergency and they can't get access to the NHS dentist, which was quite common, and they can just about pay. You do your best job for that person.
Yeah.
Because when that person's in the chair, that's the most important person. I don't care about anything else. Even if you've got a patient waiting, that's fine. But if I do something wrong, I got to manage it there in the chair, number one. And number two, life experience, as I said, like, you got to make sure you connect with all people. And also, I think as a brand, if people are proud to see that, oh, you're doing this person's teeth, or you're associated with this person, or this person, people are happy to see. So it's important, and that's why when I was going to do with social media, right, I was going to do a personal one and a professional one. A lot of dentists do that, and I understand why they do that. I remember speaking to a dentist on the course, and they said, "Oh, Kev," so he saw my things. "Oh, Kev, your stuff's quite good." So he said, "Oh, so what happens if you're on holiday and someone messages you?" I said, "Bro, I have to answer it. That's one of the downsides." Yeah, all right, it's still got, and I never switch off. But the reason why I decided to make only one Instagram account is because I want people to buy into me as a person, so people get to know. I went on the course yesterday. My patients are happy, especially my Invisalign patients, happy to see that, oh, Kevin is advancing himself. Do you understand? It's important for them to see that. If I go to a Afrobeats concert, I see, what's the song? I see my patients in the line. Hey, how's it going? You alright? You still in the Invisalign? Yeah, great. You know what I mean? It's connection. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? And it goes, it ebbs and flows. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's important for people to know that you are a person, you are a human being, you're real, you're not just this guy that's a clinical, that has glasses, wears a white coat. You're a human being, you're normal, you know. And sometimes some of my patients, they may have stuff. They have, one of my patients launched a podcast with Spotify. I was invited to go down. You know, it's beautiful to be a part of, you know what I'm saying? We have rapper Swams, who's going to fight today on the KSI card. I was honoured to be part of his journey to provide him with a bespoke mouthguard. You know, because the mouthguard he was using before, because it didn't fit on his teeth properly, it used to drop and then impede his breathing. So when he's sparring, he'll easily run out of gas, can't breathe properly. I'm happy to help, you know. So hope that answers your question.
No, definitely. And just like final few words. What would you say excites you about everything that's happening in life right now?
Two things. Cases that I treat, man. I put up a post today, and my new mantra is changing smiles, changing lives. But I was gonna put a heartfelt post, but I thought my people don't want to hear it. But I thought of this, and I'll say this: medical doctors, they save lives, day in, day out. I got big respect for them. They save lives, and they do what they do to save lives. But more importantly, when you think of cosmetic dentistry or aesthetic dentistry before, you think of dentists in Ferraris, hey, I do cosmetic dentistry, look at me, and, making lots of money. Before, when I used to work before as an NHS dentist or whatever have you, I was doing many general dentistry, and you would kind of see the difference you make with people when you get them out of pain. Because women usually say it's worse than having a child. Yeah. So that's where I saw a lot of my difference, Or you provide a denture or something, but when someone's in pain and then you see them and say, Kevin, thank you, that's when I said, wow, I'm actually changing lives. But bro, when I treat someone and fix their smile or help their smile, when I see them walk in on their next appointment, even the swag changes. How they're walking changes. Their voice is almost amplified now. They're not talking like this. They're talking, and you can, the voice amplified. The head is up. You're like, wow. Like, you're changing someone's life. Whether it's a movie director, whether it's a sports person, whether it's someone who works in sales that's customer facing, or some sort of professional, you're seeing the impact they haven't. I saw a patient this week and was talking, and was talking about straightening her teeth. If I said whatever price, it wouldn't have mattered to her, because she said, oh, my whole family knows that I'm insecure about my teeth anyway. So for her, it was to solve the problem of the insecurity. The price tag is secondary. So I'm starting to see the impact of how changing a smile can change one's life, seriously. And also, I say this, if you got an appendix pain, and you're in so much pain, you get rushed to A&E, they have emergency surgery on you, they take the appendix out, you're so grateful. And the doctor is a superhero for that. But my brother, when you're healed and you walk and do your day to day, unless you tell a story, no one's gonna know they done it. But see what we do, everyone sees it on their faces. I can confidently say that from what I've done in this room, Jay-Z has seen my teeth. The president of Nigeria has seen my teeth. So many people have seen my teeth. I can confidently say people have seen my work. I haven't been to certain meetings, but my teeth have been there. You get what I'm saying? So, bro, that's bro, and I'll say this one case that I've done, and I posted it recently, and I can give it to you to put it. It's the case of the two.
Seen that.
Yeah, bro. That's left a huge impact on me. Because this guy came. Do you mind if I share it?
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm talking a lot, isn't it? Sorry.
Go for it.
So this guy came to see me. I was in Ghana, and he reached out to me via message, Instagram message. Said, hey bro, blah blah blah. I said, cool, no problem. He said, send me some pictures of your teeth. He sent it to me. I said, what the heck? I was like, whoa. So basically, two missing teeth. The story is he's in his 30s now, late 20s, early 30s. He was 15, had a fall, had an accident, front teeth knocked out, and then, broken, and he went to the hospital, and they took the roots out. he grew up in a family where, you know, he felt that, you know, he was being mistreated or whatever have you, so they didn't really take care of him. So he literally grew up with no front teeth. Luckily for him, he has a low lip line, so you can't really see. So, but what happened over time is that, as you know, his teeth begin to move. And he's a class 3 and he bites like this. So, you got 2 issues. You can't stick 2 teeth in there. The teeth are, the space is reduced. You can fit a 1 tooth and a quarter, if anything, and he bites like that. How do you fix it? So I said to him, my man, I'll be honest with you, the gold standard, go see an orthodontist, straighten your teeth, expand your arch, then have surgery to reposition the jaws, and then 2 implants in. You're good. Yes, Kevin, at this age, I'm not having braces, number 1. Number 2, I'm not waiting that long for a treatment plan to happen. Number 3, I'm not having an operation. And number 4, I'm not having any implants. I said, oof, what do we do? So then I thought, I said, look, I wouldn't really want to do this, but this is the only other option. I said, I've got to prepare your teeth either side and do 2 conventional bridges so we can redistribute the space. So I planned it with my technician and said, okay, how much space have we got? Can we do this? We did the mock-up. The mock-up was beautiful. So that gave me confidence saying it's possible. And when he showed me he took me a picture, showed me a picture when he'd done it, and it's mind-blowing, bro. I was able to do that, and how happy he was. That's never gonna leave me. So to answer your question, case number 1 and number 2, I'm optimistic about the future. I'm optimistic about the future. I've got ideas, I've got plans, and I'm optimistic about the future. And I said, look, my mentors tell me, Kevin, you're always doing this, all of that, but man, I'll leave this world empty now. Yeah, I'm optimistic about the future, and that's what excites me. The plans, because bro, if you don't have vision, you don't have hope, man. Yeah. You know, and I can never sit still. I'm always thinking of the next thing. Yeah, bro. So that's it, man.